We're starting at about 5:30 and we will try to get to our site before sundown, set up secretly, undetected, and move on from there. In this video, we're attempting to sleep suspended above a waterfall. Okay, this is getting crazier by the minute. My God, whoa! But it's getting creepy. Camping over a waterfall, not good when there's a huge rainstorm. If this keeps up, we're gonna have to bail. I'm already nervous. Welcome to Hidden Camping, the series where we vanish, we explore, and we push our boundaries. Stealth, survival, adventure, unfiltered. Every episode, a new hidden world, a new challenge. Let's dare to disappear. Let's go. A lot of cars coming by, so I'm sure they're wondering, what is this guy out here walking with all this gear doing? I'll let him keep wondering, but luckily we've got great weather, so who knows what the weather's gonna be like tonight, but so far so good. It's about 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. and it's sun is still pretty high in the sky. It really is funny how nerve-wracking these adventures can be. You will notice plenty of signs like this. You just hope the wrong person doesn't see you at the wrong time. So we're gonna have to go stealth mode in just a little while. We are close to the road, so we gotta get down into the forest down here to our hidden spot before we can take a breather. All right, let's go. So as we descend into this valley, I just wanna lay out what we're aiming to do on this hidden camping trip. The main objective is to sleep suspended above a waterfall. I scouted this land, it's national forest land, a couple weeks ago, but I don't have a good understanding of everything down in this valley, so we're gonna have to play a lot of it by ear. But I did see that it had some waterfalls along the river, and I did bring, hopefully, everything we need to pull this off, but it's hard to tell. We're gonna have to improvise and figure out a lot of stuff as we go. But look at this. This right here. This is awesome. Oh, this is so beautiful. Wow. But this is a reminder to be careful out here. Guys like him can ruin your day with the wrong bite or sting. So I think this little sandbar right here might be a great place to do my fire. Very safe, you know, on wet sand. But one of the cool things is there's a lot of branches hanging right here, and all this wood is dry because it's been up and off the ground and out of the water. Cleaning up the campsites as you do these projects, it's just such a crucial part of the whole process. Cleaning up this creek, cleaning up this river, having fun doing it. So in the process of cleaning up the creek, there was a broken lounge chair stuck in the creek there, right near where I'm camping, and I was about to pull it out of the creek and move it to the side so I could carry it out of there, but guess what happened? What the hell? As soon as I moved this chair, a snake jumped out at me. A most likely poisonous one, just a reminder. Look at this. That guy. Whew. My God. Whew. The danger with these young ones is they're not old enough to run and smart enough to run away. That really gets you scared, I'm telling you. That right there. My God, that guy right there gets your adrenaline going. I'll tell you that. So just keep in mind, friends, there are snakes that are very dangerous and some that are not.
I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little snaky snake.
I want to do a quick side note in real time about spotting that copperhead baby over there. That's a reminder that what I'm doing is potentially dangerous. You need to be careful. And I am no longer going to go clean up that area of the river. I'm going to leave that little spot alone, because wherever a juvenile like that could be, there could be more, or mama or papa. So, and we're going to keep our spider senses tingling. We're going to hang the tent up over the creek, over the waterfall. Let's hope we don't lose the GoPro or our dry shoes in the process. And we're gonna pray it doesn't rain heavily tonight. Okay, this is getting crazier by the minute, but we didn't come this far to quit. The later we get, the safer we'll be, but we still gotta keep our eyes peeled, because the sound of the water can hide noises from animals and from people. So we got to keep our eyes out. Every now and then I just look and I see something. I'm like, what is that? But another thing we got to worry about is there are thunderstorms expected, and we got to make sure that this creek doesn't turn into a flood zone. That would be a tricky spot for us to be in. Down to the last tie down for the rainfly. See if we can get it looking good. Looking good. So just before dark, there we go. We got our tent set over a waterfall. Our rainfly set up. We're gonna be in here. Here's a look at our setup from the top down. You can see the water underneath it and all around it, and our rainfly covering our tent. We'll try to get some good angles of it before it gets too dark. So it got dark on me so quickly that I didn't get good images of the full setup and how it was truly suspended over the water. So I made this quick little image to show you how I suspended the hammock and how the water was flowing around the rocks there. So let's go cook some dinner. I'm getting hungry. Hopefully we can cook something worthwhile and enjoy ourselves out here in our own little quiet, hidden waterfall valley. You can see we got our firewood here. I'm gonna dig some of this sand out and put a few rocks here, but all right, so the goal is we're gonna build a fire right in there so our pan can sit right on top. I think we need to attach the headlamp. We're gonna put our kindling under here and light up our fire. Quick inventory of key things: matches, lint, and this guy. This is a bellows. My cousin Kevin gave that to me. Here's a quick look at a bellows. They get a small fire roaring and sometimes a wet fire going very well, as you will soon see. It's a beautiful tool. We're gonna use it. But before we light our fire, right here, we're gonna get our food stuff out and ready so that once the fire's going, we can just get right after it. We don't have to open any cans or anything. Hopefully our lint has not gotten too moist. It doesn't, the good thing about lint is it burns well, but it doesn't burn fast. It can last a little while. These matches have gotten a little moist. We do have a wet fuel issue. It's pretty major. One thing I might have could have done a little better was pull the lint apart a bit. It was a bit compacted And if you can fluff it out, it can burn a little better sometimes, but now we got it a bit more dry. Oop. Will do. So right here, let's use the billows and pump a little bit of extra air down into the bottom of the fire to help get it going and dry the wood out. Look at that. It's just beauty. I think I'm gonna make a rule. I'm never going camping without the billows again. They make wet wood burn. It just makes too much sense to ever leave it home. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Ramen. Tonight we're cooking it with coconut milk and some really cool curry, but it's Nissin Tonkatsu ramen. Awesome stuff. This curry paste, I'm not going to use all of it, but I am going to use a nice big dollop. We're going to boil that first. Moth landed in it already. Oh my gosh. We're going to go back over here to our tent while our food is cooking over there. Some kind of bug on my leg. So here's how I strap my gear in, along with the light up here at the top. Got to make sure these zippers are all the way shut for the bugs, but it's very important the bags are centered so they don't send us rocking. So we're gonna do some night vision, eat our noodles, and before we go to bed. This is my home for the night. That's what our tent looks like from the fireplace over here. I'd say it's a good 30 yards upstream. All right, quick noodle check. Oh wow, that looks great. It's pretty thick. I'm gonna add some water. I just got a feeling this is gonna be so dang good. Let that return to a boil. Time to enjoy these noodles. They are definitely boiled enough. So now we've moved our noodles off to the side. We're gonna let them cool. The moment I took the noodles off the fire to start cooling, the rain started coming down. And it got harder and more and more. So I packed my gear up quickly, took it up towards the tent. I took the noodles with me and took everything that was there by the fire up the creek towards the cover of the rainfly. I had to leave the fire behind, but I wasn't worried about it considering the rain coming down. And it got quite serious quite fast. The rain is coming heavy. I'm under the rain fly. I'm standing here beside the tent. I can't even get good footage of the water level right now, so I'm gonna get in the tent and hang on and hope the rain dies down. Because, whoo, camping over a waterfall, not good when there's a huge rainstorm. My phone is low on batteries. My GoPro's low on batteries. And I'm out here really up a creek without a paddle. Luckily, there's a bit of an overhang right here. And I don't know what's going on at my feet, but my feet are dry still for the time being. But you can hear that noise, I'm sure, in the background, and that is an increasing rain. And woo, we're gonna see how it sorts out, but I'm about to climb up in the tent. That's 3 feet out my front door right there, all the way down right there. Here I am sleeping, so we'll see if I get any sleep. Holy Batman. The moment I started putting water on the fire is the moment that it started raining. Then I got up here and I got under the cover, under the canopy, the rain fly, and I ate my noodles. It took me forever to get in this tent safely with my gear dry. My shoes are down here at the bottom. I'm gonna sleep in these clothes. Oh, all I can hear is gushing water. We're gonna cut out the lights and rest. We're gonna see how it all goes. Good night. Oh my God, I hope I survived this one. So quick update. It's 1:20 in the morning. I'm shifting around a lot, and I'm starting to hear like phantom noises in the water. The phantom noises are hard to explain. Like, you just start feeling like there's a wall of water coming. Or so it got to the point late in the night where I was dozing off and then waking up and filming a little bit of this night vision footage. But what you have to realize is when the lights are off, it is pitch black and it's only the sound of water gushing. You're honestly a little nervous of a tidal wave coming through the whole valley, just washing it all away. But I was so tired and so exhausted that I did fall asleep for a while. And I just want to say I appreciate all the viewers, all the positive feedback I've gotten on this series. If there's any crazy adventures or hidden camping challenges you want me to take on, leave them in the comments. But as the thunder died down and the rain persisted, I did get some sleep. We are out of the tent. 5:45 actually. We did sleep a little bit, but time to pack up and get out of here. All right, we got the headlamp on, and that's water right under our feet. %1 battery, 5:59 a.m. Taking the tent apart. We're right on schedule. Maybe not on the battery life, but everything else is cool. So I've taken the tent down, and my camp sites looks like nothing's ever been there. Now we're headed back over here to our fire pit area. We're gonna clean it up, pack up and get out of here, all before sunrise. Last parts of getting our bags packed up. phone's battery's at 1%, GoPro's battery's at 2%. I would say that's perfect timing. Packed up, our fire is gone, our tent is packed, we're headed out. This is the last step, but it's been amazing and I survived somehow. I'll never, ever, ever do this again until next episode. I'm climbing this steep hill, getting out of here. The sound of the water's kind of like fading away behind me. It's like a distant memory.